Happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome back to The Breath Between Branches, our Wildsea story. I hope you're having a wonderful time whenever you're watching this. Thank you for being with us. So happy to bring this to you yet again. A few announcements before we get started. We have our werewolf game is finally starting and is going to be here on Friday. Make sure you are here for that. My brain stopped working. Spirit of the Pack. There it is. Yes, Spirit of the Pack is happening on Friday while Blood Money is out. Sparrow is playing in that. Sparrow, give us a sense. How are you feeling?
Yes.
About
Spoiler.
No,
it's not.
That got announced. That got announced.
Okay.
I know I am the spoiler king, but
I'm wrong. I am wrong. I'll take that out. Yeah.
Hold up. I did not fuck this up this time. Okay. Sparrow, do you have some words you would like to say about this game you're playing on Friday? Yeah?
Sparrow not on screen.
It's going to be great. We also have Heirs of Honor happening on Thursday just before that, and then we're going to be back again on Tuesday. Lots of things are happening. And I know some other people have been in the kitchen, not ready to announce yet, but soon TM. It's going to be fun. You guys remember what happened last time? If any of you guys don't remember what happened last time, youtube.com/MagicRPG is the place to catch up on this show and our other shows. If you have fallen behind in Blood Money, this is a good time to catch up as you have a week off. I know APs are...
More than that.
Oh, yeah. How many weeks off are you guys off for?
We are still deciding, but we'll be back. Yeah.
It's going to be at least a month. It's going to be at least a month.
A month.
That's pretty sure.
Yeah, sometime in May we'll be back.
There you go. You heard it from the sources. So you have some time to catch up before Tracy is back cooking on stuff. I was going to say back in the kitchen, and it sounded so sexist that I just had to back out of that.
Back in the kitchen,
and then you said it anyway, you know.
Well, I can say it and being self-aware and ironic about it, but if I just say it just straight, then it's okay.
Right.
All right, you all ready?
Ready, big dog.
Yeah, let's do it.
Seconds from you losing me, but I just couldn't give it up. And all the times you said you wanted me, when you know we don't get along like we used to. Went along with everything you said and done for me. You'll never love me now, but you'll never know. You got me so bad, you make it all slow down, not getting closer, you're killing me. You thought it's over, I'm waking alone now, not getting closure, you're feeling me. So done running around, I'm so done looking for love, don't call me. So done running around, I'm so done looking for love so blindly.
Last time you all left the safety of the concourse, the town that you first destroyed and then put back together to venture out on the wild waves again. Things were smooth sailing literally until you saw a manted drake in the sky stalking you through a cloud. It did some pretty good damage to the ship, but with some good fighting, some ingenuity, and some last-minute maneuvering by Captain Vesh, you were able to defeat it. Unfortunately, you walked right into a trap with a lot of strange happenings. Seemed like maybe ghosts on the ship, some kind of simian creature running off with a battery, and then Captain Vesh and your outrider were knocked out and stolen, along with poor Youngblood, who also was being hoisted onto the ship, which is exactly where we will start now. with you all seeing your outrider and Captain Vesh being hoisted onto this tall shank. And let me just paint a picture. As this tree, the Wildsea is huge. There are these iron root trees that span miles high over a vast forest, and the tall shanks are even taller. A mile over the thrash and tangle, enormous branches outstretching, leaving enormous places of shade over the canopy of the thrash. People often live near the top and in these branches, in these tall shanks, and they are especially isolated communities. You all see the sight of 2 airships approaching the docks up above, and you see a bunch of different people with various falling devices, kites, sails, parachutes, etc., all hooked into the tree and maneuvering around to lift up your outrider. So from the relative safety of your ship, you see a friend of yours being abducted. What do you do? The captain is overboard. Yes, 2 friends.
Youngblood and Captain Vesh.
Youngblood and Captain Vesh.
Mm-hmm.
No, I said 1. I meant it.
Damn.
Only you can decide which one.
Damn.
What are you all doing?
And you said that there are like spyglasses in this world.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think you have one listed in your ship equipment, if I remember correctly. So yeah, you definitely have spyglasses.
Yep. And I think I'm unconscious, right? Vesh is.
You know what? Give me a. I think you are still unconscious, but we'll see how quickly you wait. Why don't you just roll a flat d6 for me?
He's a burly boy. Probably wake up quick.
Roll a real dice for this one. Oh, that's a 2.
Okay. It's going to be a while. But what do? You see him getting hoisted up. Them. You see them getting hoisted up.
Visha,
Yes.
that was Captain Vesh.
Oh, that's very bad.
And as you look in the spyglass, you see there's a few people, Ardents, Ketra, Ectuses, all around, on the outrider on the outside, making sure it stays secure to this pulley, and then several other people, probably close to about 15 or 20, various places coming down the tree and helping secure it. Oh, thank you, Wayward.
Thank you, Wayward.
Thank you so much, Wayward.
Appreciate you.
Was that $50 or $5? I can't see it.
Either way, thank you so much.
I thank you
Either way.
regardless.
Thank you regardless.
But I was like, 50. Jeez. Okay. Really
Thank
appreciate it,
you.
Wayward. Holy.
That was the captain.
Oh, I suppose we should go get him then, yes?
They took the outrider.
Oh. So we're gonna have to move the ship then?
What do we do?
Well, I suppose I have been waiting for this moment.
Do you know how to sail?
In a ways, probably more than most. I mean, my brother used to helm this.
Skel's gonna scramble to like the door that leads down. He's just gonna open it. The captain's been captain-napped. He just yells. Aizuesco. Lao. Needle. Young blood fell overboard.
You hear a scramble from below the deck as all of your companions all the members of your undercrew come scrambling up to the top of the deck and kind of winded. Yes? Oh, this is very bad indeed. Well, what are we gonna do?
Is
Go after them, yes?
Yeah. Yes. We have to go after them.
Right. Well, then we'll stop moving.
What do you need?
To move the ship. We just have to sail it, right?
Mistress, very important detail. I don't
Yes.
believe your ship can fly.
What do you mean?
Well, and Sprite like points. They're hoisting upwards into the tall shank, so
What if we climb? Little rope pulley system? Kind of?
that would probably work.
Why? We are confused.
Oh.
They live in the tall shank, yes.
Mm.
But they left us alive, so they don't seem that violent. But they napped Captain Vesh. They made no demands. They just took him. I would imagine that a ship of the quality of the spirit root would be worth more than a captain.
Maybe. Depends on what they want.
It's just too much.
Right. Well, I have a better thought than climbing.
Where is Aizuesco?
That is Aizuesco.
Where is Aizuesco?
Where is Aizuesco?
Where in the world is Aizuesco?
Almost fits. I think she's still below decks, isn't she?
Yes,
Engine room?
last we checked.
Mhm. Yep. And she hasn't left there.
It looks like they have multiple rope systems that lead up the tall shank. I will find Aizuesco. Aizuesco!
You go below deck, and I think Aizuesco is still in the engine room where you last saw them.
I can't remember, Frank. Didn't she hide someplace?
I remember you were being very quiet. I cannot remember if she was hiding specifically, but you would know more than me. If you want her to be hiding, then that is totally fine.
Nah, she's just gonna be. I think I said something about her trying to charge the ship directly with lightning.
Oh, yes, that
So-
did happen. You did charge the battery.
Because there was one missing.
Yes,
Well,
there was
so-
one
And it-
missing. Yeah.
And you found it and replaced it, if I recall correctly.
Yes.
I
and
replaced
charged
it. I found the other one. It's just
Mhm.
not. It's not on the ship anymore.
A little monkey
It was
man took
taken.
it.
Yeah.
He took it.
Yep.
Aizuesco. What are you doing in here? The ship is off.
Doing what I can to be helpful.
But the ship does not need electricity. The captain was taken.
Taken. Where?
Up the tall shank.
I think she goes to look out the same hole in the ship to see if she can spot that, but she's not as confident as she was before, for sure.
It's very easy to see the flurry of activity even from far away. They're getting higher up the tree now, but you can still see
Is there
the
like a
familiars.
lot of commotion? Like, is there a lot of people, or is it just like
15 to 20 people are involved in this kind of, whether it's a salvage operation or something. That's what it kind of looks like. So yeah, a decent amount. You would need probably, you'd use the spyglass to like see far up into the trees to get a better look at the settlement itself, but you can see around the outrider there's a lot of people. Yeah.
Got it. We need to save him.
I agree. Is Visha okay?
She is safe. Yes, she wants to move the tree. They were on board, or move the ship. Sorry. They did board the ship, but I aimed my gun at them, and they ran.
You and Visha should go, I think.
We need... Captain is gone.
Right? You and Visha should go rescue him.
Visha is not a good fighter.
Neither am I, apparently.
But you have electricity.
Not so useful here. Could harm allies.
Could light the tree on fire.
Could be more harm than help.
But we need more help. Anyway.
Fine. It will not turn out well, but fine.
It will be okay. Plus, you are better.
She moves past him.
Okay, but it will be better. Aizuesco, it will be better. It's fine. We have Visha and Lao.
Does Aizuesco respond to that?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Nope. She's just going, he asked for help, he's getting it for whatever good it's going to be.
Visha, you and the rest of the crew up top see your two friends return. Could you two both roll a skill of empathy? Probably sense, I would say.
Who?
Skel and Visha. And you could use grace or instinct, I would say, as an edge.
I don't see empathy as
That's
a
a
skill.
fail.
No, just sense. Sense is as an empathy skill. Just something for empathy if you have one. Tend also could work.
I have a 6.
I would say
And a 1.
something's going on with Aizuesco, you can tell. Whether that needs to be addressed or not is something else, but she does not seem like herself. At least not the Aizuesco you've grown to know over the past month or so.
Gives a squinty eye, like a, something's up.
But you can very easily pilot the ship. You're not trying to do anything super fancy if you're just trying to get to...
I do not want to pilot the ship now. I have a better idea.
Okay. What would Visha like to do?
Okay, so I have a better idea. Since they're not far up, right?
They're getting there. If they keep going, they will eventually be far up. But if you go now, they're not super far up yet.
Do we have any large pieces of metal on the ship that are flat?
That's a great question. Let's look.
Oh boy.
I have a thought. Dangerous.
3 large blankets, branch meat, a mysterious firearm, a metal locket, crate of fresh fruits and vegetables,
Thank you.
salted meat. Let's look. Doesn't look like you have any large, like, sheet metal other than the ship
Shoot.
itself. But
Well, dang.
you do have a very large pincer from a manta drake,
Okay.
which is still sticking out of the side of your ship.
I will save it for another day then.
Okay.
I'm just gonna have Lau like float us
Magneto
up.
us up.
Like float us up. Like if we had little discs to stand, little metal pieces.
Oh
to
yeah,
stand on,
I mean,
he
if
could
you
just
had
float us
enough
up.
metal, he could definitely do that. I don't think the amount that he has on his person is enough to do that, but keep that in the back pocket. That's good.
Yeah, that's in the back pocket. Then we're piloting.
I'll bring the ship up, and I guess we'll maybe attack? Tentatively attack. Since they didn't really attack us, but they did take people.
What if we traded Captain Vesh for the pincer? Meat for meat.
That's a good idea.
What else is Captain Vesh good for without spirit root than eating?
That's a great point. Maybe they took him to eat him.
You think that they're
going
to eat him?
I don't know.
They
Maybe they are.
Looks at Aizuesco.
they could have taken him for something he knows rather than something he is.
But we don't know anyone out here.
He
should-
may.
Do you know
They-
anyone out here?
I don't know anyone out here.
I don't think.
I don't think so. Actually, you
Oh,
might.
no. Okay.
Visha, why don't you roll tend with tide? So you don't have tide, so just do tend.
Okay.
Aizuesco, what was the name of the people that you left before you joined
The
us?
ship you are looking for is the Onyx Star.
Is that the Onyx Star?
I no longer know the Onyx Star, so inconclusive.
Does the Onyx Star employ monkey men?
No.
I cannot say anymore.
Hmm.
Thought I knew them. Turns out I do not.
Visha,
I'm not good at this stuff.
you do know
I
someone.
have a 6.
Yeah. You don't know if they're alive because
That was a
it
long
was a
time ago.
very long time ago. But you do remember there was a Horizoner who used to live on a tall shank somewhere around here. It could have been this one, but a lot can change in over 100 years. I am getting a name for you. I will have it momentarily, unless anyone has a good one for a ardent Horizoner. But I'm getting it.
I did used to know someone out around this way, a Horizoner, but I mean, that was a long time ago, so they're more than likely not alive.
What if they are like you?
Oh. That would be very interesting. But it would be a good reason to take Vesh.
Why?
No reason. I mean, we're from the same place.
In the week since you've known each other, how much have Visha and Vesh told the rest of the crew about Hearthstone? I imagine very little.
Probably. I mean, I think she's talked about it once or twice.
How much have they asked about it? I guess is a better
Probably not
question.
much. Okay. So, yeah, I would say, Skel, that reply seems odd to you. Like, why would them being from the same place make them want to kidnap Vesh more? That's a very strange thing.
Aizuesco. Do your people have ghosts like Visha?
Frank?
What does he mean by your people? Like,
Do Ketra experience?
Yes, Ketra can be anchored.
Oh, I
Anyone
thought he
can
meant
be
like
anchored.
people. I thought he meant people on the Onyx Star. I was
That's
like,
what I thought at first.
uh huh.
But yes, Ketra have anchored, so yes.
Yes. What are you getting at, Skull?
Visha is anchored. This person might be anchored. And Skel does not know anything about the Onyx Star. In his mind, he thinks it's all Ketra, as he is only.
Okay, I got you.
Yes. What if this is all anchored? Is Captain Vesh anchored? You can tell Skel's getting.
He knows nothing.
He not that he knows nothing, but he's getting getting overstimulated. None of this makes sense to him.
He's just baby.
Pirates leaving a ship and taking one person without any like fighting, that's so foreign. It's in his world, it's survival of the fittest, and this isn't fittest. This is just like
This is
leave
weird.
This is weird.
They must all be ghosts.
This
They
is
must all be
weird.
ghosts. Yeah.
This is absolutely weird. It's probably a little weird for all of you that they just took your captain and then just let you go. And they were also like alluding to some really strange rules that they were talking about. It's
Yeah,
very
like-
strange.
What if? I don't know.
It's okay. I don't think you have to know.
We should cease speculation and commence with the rescue.
Yeah, as you glance up, they're more than halfway
agree.
up the tree now. So they are a good half a mile away up the tree.
Well, I think you're right, Aizuesco. Let's try and move the ship up and, if they're clearly not violent, so we can just ask them.
She has the most skeptical look at that, but says nothing.
Worst case, if it goes badly, then Skel and yourself are more than qualified to defend.
The skeptical look does not leave her face.
Don't worry, you'll see.
By the way,
Time to move.
Wayward repaired an aspect of the crew. I was looking at aspects. A few of you
Thank you,
have
Wayward.
broken aspects, but Skel currently has a burned aspect, so I would recommend it be used on
Yep.
that, but
Yeah,
it is
take
up
it.
to all of you.
Nope, I'm good with that.
Yeah, I'm happy to give it to Skel.
There you go, Chris. You can...
Wow, my loading assistant is healed.
Yay! The little baboos are healed.
Yeah.
Your little guy.
So you get the ship running, and
Indeed.
you start going to the base of this huge tall shank. And for the most part, they kind of look like they don't pay you much mind. You see above as they're more dots than people at this point for how far up they are, but you see like the clear motion of them looking down at you, but then seem to ignore you and go back to attending the outrider. So you are now at the base of this enormous tree. Are you going to try to steer the ship up the tree? That is very dangerous. Or you could climb.
I was
or
about to
you-
say, is that possible?
It is.
I'm not gonna
Are
do
it would
our
be
little
ex-
scales like
it would
dig
be
into the
very
trunk?
difficult, but oh man, I would love to see it. But probably could also end in disaster. But it
Yeah,
could be
we
a
don't
lot of
want that.
fun.
I'll climb.
Oh god, y'all are climbing.
Right up the little ropies.
Yeah, as well.
Yeah. What's the worst that can happen?
Is there any
I fall.
is there any at the base of this long shank?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just thinking like,
Mm-hmm.
is there any like little hut or like is there a little
Like an
little
encampment?
scout like a little scout shack?
I know
like,
exactly.
Who like
I'm-
whistles up to the top to like lowers the ropes down?
yeah, I
like
would
if one of their
say.
yeah.
Let me think. I will say hunt or study or sense, and then probably instinct or maybe teeth. Probably instinct.
Did you say hunt?
Yeah, you can use hunt for this. So part of hunt is
Don't mind
a
if I do.
skill of so tracking effectively across hostile terrain. I think that this
Okay,
applies
okay.
because you are actually trying to do an infiltration. So I will allow hunt if you would like. I
I'll
know
take
hunt
one
is not
infiltration,
usually used
please.
for this type
Searching.
of thing, but I think it works for this specifically.
Okay.
Okay, success with a
6, 4,
twist.
4.
So you don't see, you look around and you don't see anything quite as permanent as like an observation post, but what you do find using your spyglass looking around for scouts or enemies, you notice that there aren't any actual people close to the bottom of this tree. What you see though are there in different places, like kind of nailed in or bolted into the tree, is climbing gear and pittons and all sorts of things to like that are kind of like basically like spares. It's almost like you would treat like a garage in your house with a bunch of spare equipment. The bottom section of this tree is just littered with this stuff. You assume ostensibly in case like someone's equipment breaks while they're doing a climb. It seems like they just kind of leave this here. There's also a few different things like ship equipment, weapons, a few pouches and bags littered around. Almost kind of like an adventurer graveyard, but what you don't see are people, bodies, that type of thing. And it doesn't seem like they have anyone scouting down here.
There's no one else There's no guards down here, which is strange.
Just as strange as everything else.
But look at climbing equipment.
Oh, thank you for the subs.
TY?
Thanks,
Thank you
Stoic.
so much.
Thanks, Stoic. We
Um,
also love Black Sparrow here.
I think Aizu's gonna grab some of the like. I'm sure there's like climbing rope of some kind,
Mm-hmm.
and she's gonna kind of wrap her left arm with some of it, and she's just moving. She's going up this tree, with this with that in basically kind of just like soaking into her arm a bit.
Ooh.
Okay.
So that's her plan, and she's gonna try and do this. I mean, she knows two ways of doing things, and that's generally on instinct or gracefully. So either way works, I guess, in this instance.
Yeah, I'd say that works. If you have vault.
I have vault and grace.
Yep. And you all see Aizuesco just grab equipment and start climbing. She's just
5 and a
going for
6.
it. Okay, it's time for a clock. Track clock. They're clocks. They're always clocks.
Always clocks. Do
What-
we follow her?
I would say so, yeah.
Do you need assistance getting into the gear?
I've not used it before.
You put this around your shoulders, I believe they're called. And
Sure do
you
not.
step into this one.
Steps in.
Then take the carabiner and clip it into the front.
Okay.
Now you
This-
climb.
Okay.
And you hope that at the top it is secured.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Well, I guess I'll see you up there.
Now,
Yes,
can you watch the ship?
of course I can, and I shall.
We will bring back Captain and Youngblood. And Skel joins quickly behind Visha.
How would you like to climb, good sir? Let's see, does brace? Let's see. Brace doesn't really work. Vault, I think.
Wave
is-
walk?
Yeah, wave walk can work too. Vault, wave walk. Both, I think, work here.
I have wave walk and I have instincts or iron or teeth. Whatever would make sense with
Iron
climbing.
definitely makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do iron wave. Yeah. I mean, would the climbing gear make it easier? Would my anatomy allow for climbing gear?
Yeah,
I
your
am just-
anatomy allows for climbing gear. It's
Got it.
obviously strange since you're kind of a million microorganisms, but yes, your body does allow for climbing gear.
Then he would stay safe and use the leftover climbing gear. He's not a adrenaline.
Yes, it would make it easier for sure. It'll
Okay.
certainly mean if something goes wrong, you're not going to plummet to your death. So
Yeah,
you know,
and
that's
I don't
always a
want
plus.
that.
Good.
He's not gonna Alex Honnold this long
Yeah,
or tall shank.
Taipei 101, the tall.
Yeah,
shank.
right. So
Free
I said
soloing the
long-
tall
I said
shank.
long shank. Tall shank. Tall shank.
Tall shank.
Okay. So what do we roll for climbing?
So yeah, you can use vault or wave walk. I think work. plus iron.
A 6 and a 2.
What if I got nothing?
Yikes. You actually have no relevant skills here? Oh boy.
Not a 1, actually. Not a 1.
Then,
Can I use my third arm to help her?
oh. Let me think. I will allow that if you... there's going to be several rolls. If you cut on your rolls, I will allow you to help her so that she will not have disadvantage on her rolls.
I'll take that deal.
Okay, so you'll
good
roll 2d6 cut 1, and Visha, that will allow you to roll 1d6 without having to be taking the lower of 2. Oh
Got
boy.
a 2.
All right.
She's not good at climbing.
Wonderful. This is going to be fun. Let's see. Need something intense. You're climbing one hand after another, hammering in the pittons as you go up. You go for several minutes up this tall shank. It is hard. It's perhaps for some of you the hardest thing, one of the hardest things you've had to do. And you get probably 300 feet up before Visha, your arms get tired, your hands sweaty, and you lose grip.
Mom spaghetti.
Yeah, I knew someone would say it.
I was waiting for it.
You lose grip on Vesh's hands and you go falling, the rope catching on one of the pittons into the wall, and you are now free swinging on the side of this tall shank below. You fall down about 20 feet below your friends above you, and you are just out of control, swinging back and forth.
Really bad at climbing. Sorry.
Now we just what's the Sylvester Stallone rock climbing movie? Free not was it? Cliffhanger. That was a
Cliffhanger.
great Cliffhanger. Yeah.
What do you guys do?
Aizuesco. How far is Aizuesco ahead?
Let's go just.
I'd say so. Aizuesco is probably about 30 feet ahead of you, and you're about 20 feet above Visha.
She does stop when you call.
You look down and you see Visha swinging, hitting off of the tree, and kind of in control, uncontrolled, hanging on for dear life.
Are there any pittons around me?
You have some in your climbing gear, so you can secure one if you need. There's plenty that you've kind of marked below you, I'm assuming, to like keep climbing up.
Mm-hmm. So just to make sure I'm understanding, they weren't using pittons.
No,
or
they
any
were,
gear
but
to climb?
they were, but she slipped, and so she like the rope caught.
No, I meant
on
like the people that went up the tree ahead of us. Were
Oh.
they using it?
Yes, they were. So yes,
Okay.
there are some above you. Sorry, I misunderstood what you were saying. Yes,
That's
there
okay.
are some above you.
Because
as
I think
well.
what she wants to do is maybe use one of those to try and lower a rope to get
Okay.
like kind of just click that in, and then Visha has a way to kind of be raised or something to grab to stabilize and help her climb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I would say, yeah, you can do vault and grace, I think makes sense for this.
You bet. 5 and a 4.
Yeah, you thread the rope, toss it down, But you realize as you're doing this, the rope isn't quite long enough. It gets below where Vesh is, but it doesn't quite get all the way to
Visha?
Visha.
Let's go.
Skel?
Sorry, Skel. I said wrong name. It goes below Skel, but not quite all the way to Visha. Visha, you're like reaching, and it's like 5 feet above you as you're like going side to side. You're gonna have to get under control to grab it.
Okay. How do I do that?
Skel, can you help them?
How do you want to steady
Or
yourself?
do I need to come down?
Or do you want to swing, try to get your momentum under control? Do you want to kick off the tree?
Vish, can you do that ghost thing?
Yes?
Can you go into the tree?
Yeah.
You can do that.
Okay, I'm gonna go inside the tree.
And
So
then go
good.
up.
She can do a
And-
little
Yeah, I don't know how it works. I'm just
So,
little,
yeah.
little crab.
you can literally go incorporeal and float. So mark your
What? I can
spectral-
float?
Mark to become insubstantial for a short time, allowing you to float and pass through solid objects.
I didn't want to bring it up, but I was like, aren't you kind of a ghost? Can't
I
you
was
just,
like, let me just shut my mouth because I'm not
See
about
what?
to
She just wanted to
Momo how to
climb.
run their character.
You can only do
yo.
it for a little
Exactly.
bit. So
She's not. She's kind of new to being a ghost. It's not really.
I'm a baby ghost.
baby
I'm
ghost,
learning.
you know.
So,
So-
Skel just says this to her, and she goes,
Wait, forget about me. I can do something better.
So make sure you mark your spectral variance, and I will count that as an auto success to climb.
I'm a
Skel looks up at
Florida.
Aizuesco. That was easy enough. She is ghosty.
Then you use the rope.
I will secure it, yes.
And yeah, Aizu's on. He's on. He's on his way back up. They're losing ground.
You each make one more climbing roll for me, and Visha, if you want to mark your spectral trait for one more time on the second one to auto succeed, you can. Otherwise, you can roll for
I
it.
would like to. No, I would like to just auto succeed.
Okay.
I'll float.
Nope.
Ooh.
3 and a 1.
4 and a 1.
Oof. Okay. Thankfully, you all did clip the clock. You are climbing. By now, you can see that the Outrider is secure to one of the branches above. And you all are climbing up to the top of this tree. Exhausted. Visha just kind of floating alongside of you without a care in the world.
She forgot she could do it.
Insubstantial. And you get to the top of the tree. Aizuesco, you haul yourselves up. And waiting for you at the top, you see an Ectus looking down, smiling at you. And goes, "Hello!" And it scares you, like, you go into fight or flight, like, do I need to attack this person? And then she says, "What's your name?"
Let's to Aizuesco.
Yeah, to Aizuesco up top.
Aizuesco, you have my captain.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's fine.
He will be more fine back on our ship where we require him.
Oh, leaving already?
Say, elaborate on your needs with him.
Well, we don't need him for anything. He just came with the ship, so You know, we just brought him up.
Well,
Do you wanna
we
go
will
see
take him and the outrider back, yes. Please.
Aizuesco, what is happening up there? I am 10 feet from the top. Are you safe?
You're safe.
She uses her right arm to kind of just dangle off the edge and kind of just like puts her hand flat out, kind of as in like a I got it gesture. I don't know. I mean, she's trying to suppress her signaling, which is like a fluency of hers, because she doesn't know if that's a thing that Skel knows, but like
Skel has one point in signaling.
Okay, then it would be like a signaling to be like okay with just her hand. So it's pretty basic.
Okay.
While she keeps eye contact with this actress.
You can have your friend back, but the Outrider's gotta stay.
Can you elaborate as to why?
Finders keepers.
How is it finders keepers if he was on it? Wouldn't he
Right.
be the one having found it and
Well,
thus keeping it?
We knocked him out, brought the ship up to the island, so it's ours now.
That is less finders keepers and more hunters takers.
Yeah, you got a point. Still.
We will discuss this civilly, I hope. But first, the captain, please.
Oh, yeah, sure. And she grabs your arm and then she like, whoop, and pretends to drop you. And they're like, just kidding. Come on. And pulls you up onto this branch. And
I was gonna say, Aizu does not trust this person at all, so they would have like had some sort of like brace,
yeah,
even as this person takes their arm.
yes.
And she also would have been ready to zap the fuck out of that, because they are extremely close quarters to her right
yes, absolutely. And you get up on this tree and you see there are huts and buildings made of wood. There are kind of like streets carved into these branches. Most of these branches, I say branches, but they're like 100 or 200 feet across most of the places. It's like they have kind of built a city that leads outwards from the tree. Of course, it gets less stable and thinner the further you go, so most of the larger buildings are on the branches, but you can see above you and around the tree, you can kind of see this tree is probably like a mile wide, or not a mile wide, probably a fourth of a mile wide, sorry. But you can like see it's like huge. And you can even see like carved into the side of the trunk itself. There are a few different, like, essentially they've drilled some caves into this somehow. And we will go to one of these buildings where we visit our wayward captain, Vesh.
Yes.
You awake in a bed. You are in a wooden hut. You see young blood in a bed next to you. Looks like he's stirring, not unconscious, but hasn't gotten up yet. And you hear a lot of like hushed voices outside the building. It's about a small room, about a 10 by 10. You can see books sitting on a wooden bookshelf, 2 wooden chairs sitting next to a desk, and you can see a lot of medicine on the desk and some of the shelves as well. There's some open windows without glass or a cloth that just kind of lead to the outside, and you can hear the sound of some wheels and footsteps from deep into the city wherever you are.
Vesh would slowly get up and rub the back of his head where he was knocked out. Am I? I mean, you said I'm in a small hut, right?
Yes, essentially.
Did you say there was anyone else in the room? Can I see if there's anybody else?
Youngblood is
Besides
in the bed
Youngblood, I
next-
mean?
No, no other people in this room with you.
He'll walk over and check on Youngblood, see that he's stirring, but keep quiet for now. He's not going to try and wake him.
Yeah, and he opens his eyes as you get close. Captain Vesh.
He'll put his finger up to just be quiet.
Oh, okay.
By the door, can I tell if there's any guard outside? You know, is there a crack under the
Use
door?
a hunt or sense or study, perhaps. I think study or hunt. Plus, I guess this would be veils, definitely. You kind of like quietly go to the window, look out, and you wouldn't say they're guards, but you do see people just kind of casually chatting out the front, like in the front of the door to this place. But they're not holding any weapons, and they don't seem to be paying close attention to the building that they're standing in front of. But there are two people there. Two Ardents.
Okay. He's gonna go back to Youngblood and he's gonna motion to him. Like, as far as he understands, he's been taken prisoner still, and he's gonna take precautions.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just gonna silently motion to him to get up and like keep low, and then they're gonna test the door and see if they can get out easily.
You very gently push the door open and as silently as possible open it. The two people that were standing by it, you see one of them just kind of turn and go, "Oh, you're awake."
He like, yes, hello.
Hello. Any medical attention needed?
Shouldn't you have checked on us before now, if you cared?
Oh, we did. Just a formality. You just had a bump to the head.
It's a polite way of putting it. Why have you taken us here?
Oh, well, we needed to make sure you were okay after we stole your ship.
You took the ship?
Yeah.
Well, where is it?
In the harbor.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go then.
Yeah. Sure.
Which way's the harbor?
Oh, sorry. It's not your ship anymore.
Okay, and how would I leave then?
Do you know anyone here?
All right, it was nice talking to you, and he's gonna gather young blood.
Captain, this place is really weird.
You don't have to tell me twice. They seem very relaxed for a group of people that just stole our ship from under our noses.
Yeah,
You
this
would
is
think they'd have.
the chillest group of criminals I've ever come across.
Well, I think we should just go see if we can take the Outrider back.
Yeah. Good idea.
All right. And he's just gonna go look towards the harbor. It can't be that hard to find, I'm assuming.
No, you can see towards the center of the branch, I would say, what's a good way to describe towards the trunk or away from the trunk? Man, I should have invented that vocabulary. But away from the trunk, further down the branch, you see that there are several ships docked, including your outrider. And you realize, oh, we are very high up. As soon as you leave this hut, you can see to the edge of the branch, and you are at least 2 miles up.
How did they get the outrider up?
I don't know. It's a long climb.
Is there any like mechanism that they see for like if
Oh,
there's
you
other
see
ships
pu-
in the
you
harbor?
see pulleys everywhere.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, not just
Um,
attached to the ships and around the ships, but you see ropes, pulleys, scaffolding. Like, there's a lot of mechanisms for climbing. In fact, climbing seems to be a pretty significant part of life here. As you're just casually looking around, you see people swinging from ropes from this branch to another one. You see something, I don't know if you've even seen this contraption before, but it is definitely a grappling hook, firing it to get to a higher branch and zipping themselves up. You see people coming down from higher branches holding on to big like kites that are strapped to their backs. There's a lot of that going on. Kind of being in the air seems to be a normal part of life here.
Mm. All right. Well, I see the outrider. Let's go see if we can talk to somebody there.
Yeah, great idea.
He's looking around at everybody and just shaking his head.
Everyone is smiling to you and nodding to you as you go by. Like, good day. Good day.
Mm. That's his response to everybody.
Eventually, you see a large, tall Ectus walking in the harbor and talking to your crew. You're like, yeah, well, he's just this way, so just give us a second and we'll check on him, okay? And you see a kind of incensed-looking Aizuesco and the rest of the crew walking towards you.
Mm-hmm.
You all see your captain and Youngblood as you are being given this quick impromptu tour of the branch.
Oh, hello, crew. It's good to see you up in this very strange, tall shank with these
you didn't
very
die.
strange people. No,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
pretty
just life
sturdy.
on Cloud Island around here.
That ring any bells?
To you, yes, it does.
Oh. Oh.
Okay. How so?
You actually had a short stay here. There was you and your brother and your crew stopped here for a very short period of time, and you ended up solving a little bit of a local quarrel. It wasn't like anything ever came to extreme violence, but you essentially were peacekeeper between a few different conflicting factions in this place. You certainly don't remember things being this weird. Things seem to be mostly normal. People were a little bit aloof, like most people on Tall Shanks were, but this is like almost cult-like behavior. And now that you realize where you are, you can kind of place it and are trying to work out in your head how that mostly normal, kind of hippie-ish place has turned into a very weird sort of thievery commune of sorts.
Could I ask who runs this place anymore? It seems very different since I was last here.
Oh, well, when was the last time you were here?
Little over 100 years ago.
She kind of stops, and the first time you've seen her frown. Huh. Well, no one's officially in charge, but I do a lot of things around here.
Wonderful. How long,
I'm Siona, you see?
Diona? Right. You see, I used to recall, back in
my day.
When I first came across this place, it was not quite so. It was run a little differently, and I'm just wondering, if there's been any changes in the rules since the Greenleaf Accord that happened about 100 years ago.
I so happy that you brought this up. Yes. See, we didn't like the rules so much, so we decided to keep it simple. Okay, so the rules. No fighting, no murder, but theft, if you can get away with it, is legal. And she kind of winks at you. But everything off of the tall shank is fair game. Theft and murder.
Oh. Wonderful. So what constitutes as getting away with it?
If
Because
anyone
it seems as if
sees
you've
you,
been caught?
if anyone sees you and a second witness is there to verify, you're caught. We throw you in jail. Otherwise, if someone can't prove it was you, hey, it's yours now.
Wonderful. Who decides?
Well, there's a small little tribunal that's kind of randomly assigned. We draw things out of a wooden bowl, draw names out of a wooden bowl, and then they decide if they're credible witnesses or not. And then if they roll, yeah, you got away with it, it's yours now, then it's yours.
Wonderful.
It's
Could
a
you,
lot of fun.
Could you assemble one since they're so much fun? Because I believe we have a few witnesses here.
Oh, you mean your outrider?
Yes.
Well, that happened off the tall shank, so I'm afraid it was fair game at the time. But if you want to try to steal it back, you're more than welcome.
And there's no murder or violence allowed while we're on the tall shank, right?
Correct, or we throw you off of it.
So, what you're telling me is...
She looks at Skel and Vesh and Aizuesco.
So no one would commit any violent acts while we're here.
You betcha. Look around. You see anyone with weapons around here?
She looks at Skel.
Tucks his revolver into his like, little waistband.
Wonderful. Can we have a private conversation really quickly?
Absolutely. And at first she doesn't look like she's going to move. And she's like, oh, you mean without me? Yes. Wonderful. I have lots I need to be doing anyway. And she just kind of stalks
See
away.
you.
Bye. Welcome
Tabitha.
back. Bye.
Sorry.
She immediately gets in a circle with you guys.
So what I'm hearing is they won't retaliate if we try and take this right now. So we should go.
Unless you get caught.
What
Visha.
did you say?
What?
You take the outrider.
Okay.
Because you can literally not be seen doing it.
Oh, that's a great idea. Then there will be no witnesses. And you guys just get back on the ship. Boom. We leave.
Small problem.
What?
We are rather high up.
Can't we just climb back down?
They hoisted it with a pulley. So it would unfortunately fall almost solely on you to retrieve per their rules, at least until you get a decent chunk off the tall shank. Are you comfortable with this?
You guys just have to make sure you're back in the ship in time so we can run at the same time. Right?
Is lightning violent?
Oh. Is it? It's kind of just an act of nature.
That is what I was
It's a
thinking.
violent act of nature, but
But
it is an act of nature.
It doesn't mean it comes from a person. They can't prove that.
Well, that's an interesting method of maybe causing a distraction.
My apologies. Welcome back, Captain. I was worried. I forgot
very
you were
wild.
here for a second.
Frank, Aizuesco steps away. She's
Okay.
looking for anything. She's looking for specifically. She's looking at if there are connections between metal objects that she can use to arc some lightning.
Ooh.
But-
Yes.
She to everyone else, she just like walked away as Vesh was acknowledged.
Sounds like hunt or study with probably instinct.
I got nothing
You got
on the
instinct.
skills. I do have instinct, but I don't have anything in skills, so
Okay.
it's a 5.
Very few and far between. You notice every once in a while there are some cables that are between different buildings, and in a few very rare cases between branches. But unlike Rust Town, where you remember almost everything was sheet metal, here almost everything is wood. So while it might be difficult to arc things, another thought does cross your mind. You can kind of let loose without a lot of collateral damage here also, because wood grounds things.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of double-edged in that regard. But you could use the you could use the cables to arc, because those do seem to be made of either metal or maybe even fiber optics. You're not 100% sure, but definitely not
Right.
wood.
So here's where she's stuck. Is she doesn't want to kill anyone. First blanket first. She doesn't want to severely injure anyone, and she doesn't want to cause a fire.
Yeah, burning this tree would be bad. That is true.
Because she definitely wants these people to exist. She just wants the Outrider back and to go away. At least that's where it stands right now. So that is kind of, I'm just saying that so that we can all acknowledge that I acknowledged those things.
It has been stated.
It has been stated. So noted.
That is what her intent is for Frank's knowledge, if you will. So she's still gonna kind of look around spatially. I'm not asking for like another roll or anything additional. It's just that's what she's taking her time doing, is formulating that plan to distract or otherwise minorly injure somebody so that Visha can get away with the Outrider.
And as you are doing this and looking around for potential victims, you see a man very aggressively seeming to bump against you. Excuse me. Looks like this. And then looks at you. And then looks sideways. Aizuesco.
She doesn't acknowledge this at all, but feel free to let me know who this is.
You do not recognize this person.
Cool, then that's all the more reason she does not acknowledge.
You're a long way from home.
She you know what? Her ink blots like whirl a little bit.
I'm sorry, do I know you?
Not me. We know you. And you see him glance towards Visha and cock his head. Visha, where's your compass?
On me?
In like a pocket or around your neck or something?
Yeah, probably around her neck.
Aizuesco, you see this man pull out a metal device with knobs and buttons on it. And Visha, you feel a tug of your compass through your clothes as if it's trying to escape.
He does one of these.
And then this man looks between Aizuesco and Visha, looks around, and then turns it off. And Visha, the compass rests again. Are you working, Aizuesco?
You keep calling me this name. Interesting. Where do you know it from?
A mutual friend hired me to find someone. Trav's impressed with you.
Fine. What is it that you want?
Nothing yet. Oh. It's a shame. This is one of the few places where I couldn't just take her.
Take whom?
He kind of motions eyes at Visha.
No, I'm afraid she is off limits.
Well, till we meet again then. Tell her Atlas said hi. See you around, Aizuesco.
She doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't. That's to her. That's the end of that conversation.
Yeah, he walks off.
She's going to note that he is carrying a. Is that sword metal?
Yes.
Okay, and so she's like, as he says, like, see you around. She's like, buckle, gun, sword, device. Like, she's counting all of these things that like she can just wreck with. She's like, I see other buckles on him. Like, she's like thinking purely in terms of frying this person, but does not make any sort of aggressive move.
Vesh, you would very easily have caught sight of this. You caught a special sight of it, as you know in your soul, as clearly as you could see with Visha, this man is not alive. and you can see his anchored object somewhere within his person, almost glowing to you like a beacon as he walks away. He is very dead.
He'll walk over to Visha. That man is anchored as well,
Oh,
like you.
maybe that's why my locket was acting up.
Acting up.
Yeah, it was like pulling.
Well,
Should we go follow him?
I don't see why not. Nobody here seems to care about what we do. All
Her-
right.
Ready to go.
Aizuesco approaches you, Visha.
Atlas says hello.
She gives you a very odd look.
Why are you bringing up my brother?
That is who that was, if that is Atlas.
Does that look like him?
That is not your brother.
That man doesn't look anything like my brother.
Well, that is the last thing he said to me.
Well, then
was
I'm
to tell
definitely.
you
I don't know that man.
He claims to have been hired to, quote unquote, bring you in, I believe the parlance is.
She raises a little fist.
He can try. Let's go talk to him.
All right.
Are
Fine.
are we not stealing the Outrider?
I need to talk to that man first.
Well, we're not stealing it without Visha, so if we need to talk to him. Did he say he was Atlas, or he said he was hired by Atlas?
That's definitely
He
not
didn't
Atlas.
Say he was. He just said Atlas says hello, and before context gave me that he said he was hired by someone, as in
Ah.
a bounty for Visha.
Specifically, Aizuesco, he was hired by the captain of the Onyx Star. The name Trav is your former captain.
Did he say that?
Yes,
Sorry,
he
I must have
did.
missed it. Okay. Sorry,
All right.
He, Skel, you have your answer. He was hired by the captain of the Onyx Star. So
How is
it
that?
seems Visha's brother is involved somehow. A merging of paths.
Well, it can't be coincidental, so we should go. Or at the very least, I'm gonna go. And then I'll come back and I'll do what we said. But if he knows him, then maybe my brother ended up like me. And he knows where he's at.
Either way, we should not do this long. Our ship is not as guarded as we would like, and these people like to commit theft.
That is a very good point.
Because it is roped. We didn't rope it to the tree. So it's not on the long
But
chain
Lau was
technically.
there.
True. Lau is there. Lau can hold his own.
Yeah, he knows ball.
Either way, we shouldn't wait long. A
I
quick
know.
conversation, and then we must leave.
Okay.
She would take off after this mysterious man.
As they're walking off, he's gonna, as Visha runs off, Vesh will pull up next to Skel. Do you still have that lighter?
Of course, yes. I play with it in the hammock sometimes.
Don't do that. Don't do. Okay. Just keep it on you.
There is no fuel. I just like the clink that it makes.
Oh. Well, then never mind.
You have a bump on your head.
Yeah. Yes, I do. They hit me very hard.
Do you want me to shoot them?
No.
Oh,
No. I want to avoid any violence if we can. I think we can.
I do not want
talk
to
our way
get
out of this.
thrown off the tall shank. Yes, I just defending the captain is the #1 rule according to this novel that Visha got me.
It's a pretty good rule, if you ask me.
It is called Moby Dick. You remind me of Ahab.
Is that a good thing?
No, it's
He has
so wrong.
not-
It's
he
so
has not-
wrong.
He has not read the book.
Skel is so wrong.
Skel has not cracked it. He is acting. You're like, that doesn't seem right.
You haven't finished that book, Skel.
Visha, you stalk after this man,
I'll fight him.
and you
There's
see
about to be violence.
he goes to a ship that has been hoisted up, not dissimilar to a lot of them. His does not appear to be an airship. It looks like it has been docked the long way, the same way that they abducted your outrider. And you see him walking up the gangplank, and you see at least 10 other people on the deck of the ship that have very similar appearances to his, very similarly armed, and they look tough and dangerous.
That's too damn bad. She would call after him. Yeah.
Hey, you!
He'll
Tall,
turn
dark,
back.
and ugly!
He'll look. At first, he considers not even replying to you, and he says something to someone on the ship. And then he turns around and walks halfway down the gangplank.
You responded. So you agree.
He's looking.
Well, why are you talking about my brother like you know him? I don't deal with this mysterious shit.
If you had all the information, then you'd actually have something. So why would I give it to you?
Why wouldn't you? I'll take back the ugly comment. If you do.
You're a job, Miss Visha.
A job for what?
Surrender yourself to me and come with me, and maybe I'll tell you.
Oh, I'm not gonna do that. That'd be stupid.
Then I'm not telling you anything.
What were you hired to do? Why would I go with you? You haven't made a very compelling argument.
He's considering. Veils? Do you have anything in Veils, Visha? Probably not. But you have something in Sway.
Yes, she has sway.
Make a Sway roll.
Okay. Please. Oh, that's not bad.
Your brother misses you.
Well, that's good. I miss him too. But he's very dead.
Aren't we all? And you hear a few chuckles from around the ship behind him.
Wonderful. So then you're like me. So we should be friends, not enemies.
What were you made yesterday?
No, I'll have you know, like a month.
Were you this naive when you were alive, Visha?
That's a very mean thing to say.
Is it an untrue thing to say?
You call him ugly.
Am I wrong?
You may have taken it back, but you did start this.
That's fair.
You come with me, I'll take you to him.
Where's he at?
The Onyx
How do I know?
Star.
Really? What use do you have for him there? You know, I know my brother and he's very stubborn, so more than likely he's not going to do what you tell him to do. Especially if he has a physical form. I would probably take a gander that he... I don't know, he's bigger than you. And pretty combative.
He was.
Was.
You coming, or should I find you on the open sea?
If you found me on the open sea, you would lose.
That ship of yours? And he kind of looks further down the harbor. Minus an outrider? I think I'll take my chances, Miss Visha. Though with Aizuesco on your crew, that does even the odds a bit.
Exactly. And Skel has a very big gun.
Who doesn't?
Damn, he said Skelly.
His is pretty big, to be fair.
Oh wow, Skel's got a pretty big gun.
Though I haven't heard of any rogue lightning storms lately, maybe you all haven't discovered what a gem you're sitting on over there.
If you're holding someone against their will, Aizuesco's a good person. They wouldn't allow you to keep them.
What is will? Will is moldable, changeable.
Well, that would only be achieved through tricking my brother. He's got a good heart, and he wouldn't do anything bad. At least against, well, if he had the correct knowledge.
He's a sun scraper.
Yeah.
Maybe he wouldn't have done anything bad, but what is bad, really?
You sound like someone who likes to hear themselves speak.
Guilty as
You're musing.
charged.
You're musing quite a bit.
I'm just trying to talk you onto my ship. Is it working?
Oh.
Promise I'll take you to your brother. One happy family reunited.
You see, I don't believe that because it sounds a lot like you're going to do something bad to me when I get there.
He smiles.
Because only a bad person would keep two dead family members apart.
Well, allow me to reunite you then.
In like a box or something?
Not so naive, I see.
It'd be
Okay,
easier
Miss
to just
Visha.
kill you again.
It would be fun.
Sitting in a box is not fun.
No, the killing part. the killing part would be fun.
Well, I think I have better people for killing than you do.
She would turn back and look for the rest of them like a.
He looks, and you see at least a dozen people on the deck who very clearly seem to be busying themselves, but are definitely listening to this conversation.
You haven't seen Vesh yet. He's big and he's scary.
The Ardent? I seen him.
Sunscraper.
Oh, the concourse. Yeah. Yeah, maybe you're all not bad. I got a job, Miss Visha. You come with me willingly, or I'll see you on the open seas. Your choice.
Open seas.
Just a fair bit of warning, I'm not the only one that he's hired to find you. Not everyone so nice or good.
Well, if I'm being hunted so horribly, then I'm certainly not going to give you an easy job. They should have to work for it.
He kind of nods and smiles. Wouldn't have it any other way then.
And at this moment, Aizuesco charges back in and gets uncomfortably close to the both of them.
She doesn't mind.
You are headed to the Onyx Star. You are one of their fleet.
More freelance, you might say.
He works.
But you know where it is.
Where it was, he says, kind of smiling, knowing exactly what you're getting at.
You may no longer be alive, but you can be hurt.
All men can be hurt. You gonna hurt me here, Aizuesco? They'll throw you off the tree.
Not here. But weather is unpredictable.
So, the villain fancies himself a hero, and the hero fancies themselves trying to avoid becoming the villain. What an interesting story you all are weaving for yourselves.
This is not one of your old fairy tales. I am not hero, not villain, just person wronged.
Yes, you are. I think he'll be impressed to know you're alive.
He shouldn't be.
Well, 2 miles to the bottom, and if you're gonna be here a while, I'll be taking my leave. No point in waiting around. I can't get...
So you may want to wait around.
And with that, she turns on a heel and she walks away. And the first thing that she is going to do is go over to Skel.
Do you have a blade?
No. Only guns.
It will do. Come with me.
He comes with you.
So Frank, here's the plan.
Okay.
Aizuesco's getting this man thrown off the tall shank.
Okay. Okay.
Skel or this man?
The man that won't say who he is and what he's here to do.
Mhm.
Okay.
So this is, I'm just gonna lay it out, and we can play it how you want to play it.
Mhm.
He's hoping that Skel will shoot him, and they can say it was something this guy did to her with witness to get him thrown off the tall shank.
Oh, that's a good gamble. Okay.
Because he has a gun. Very clearly tucked in.
That'll be a tough sell. I think he has like 12 witnesses on his side.
And I
Well,
think
if he
go ahead.
sticks around, though, it's not a
Right.
thing she's trying to have done like right this second. It's like we
Right,
get him to stick
right.
around.
I
We
see, I
find
see.
the opportune moment. Aizuesco gets shot. We have 3 people that say we saw him do it. He's got nobody.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
That's a gamble.
It's a good
And,
one.
I
like
think
it.
we are going
I
to
love a gamble.
let us resolve that gamble after the break. We'll be back in 10
Hey.
minutes. Get some
Hey.
drinks. Go piss, girl. And we will be back soon in about 10 or 15 minutes. So see you all very shortly.
See you in a little bit.
Break. Hey everyone, we're back. Sorry for the slightly longer break, but we're doing all good. Just a reminder, we have our Werewolf game Spirit of the Pack on Friday. Blood Money is off for at least a month, so you can catch up on that. And this show and all of our shows, youtube.com/MagicRPG. Heirs of Honor, though, is happening before Friday on Thursday. That is the 3rd episode. If you have not been watching that, it's really the same type of game as Blood Money, I would say. A lot of talking, a lot of intrigue. Would you say that that's accurate, Bijan, for the game? You think those games are similar? I think they're
For
similar.
Werewolf?
No, for Blood Money and Heirs of Honor.
If you like blood,
Oh.
I just.
Oh,
Bijan went.
I don't know. I don't
Bijan
know
went,
about that.
"No."
You don't know about that? That's how I
I
feel.
don't know about that.
I feel like you guys are like all frenemies in that game.
Okay, there's some similarities there, but there's a reason they call it World of Darkness. So it's definitely a
Well,
little different.
obviously that is darker. You can't have. There's no grimdark in the Cosmere, at least not much. So, but that is Thursday. I have enjoyed that game.
Mhm.
So I am gonna let you all decide how you are gonna set up this badguy.tm. And
So-
let us know.
I guess to lessen the conversation part of it is Aizuesco is absolutely letting Vesh and Visha in on their plan,
Mhm,
and I
mhm.
think the hope is that Vesh and Skel can be the witnesses, and Visha's obviously got to do the conversating to get this guy to stick around and also get him isolated. And he doesn't have to be like isolated fully away. Like I think that he's probably smart / his crew is probably smart enough to not be like, yeah, totally join us in this room by ourselves when it's just you and 3 other people. But like kind of like plausible deniability, like around a corner kind of a situation where they can possibly see him, but they can't with 100% certainty say they saw what he was doing. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
yeah, he was over there, but we couldn't see if he pulled his arm to like shoot or something, you know? And I guess the ideal situation would be to get his gun away from him so that it's his gun that is doing the firing, but I don't know
Okay.
how
okay.
feasible that's gonna be.
Okay.
That's the play.
So noted. So noted. So, to get
Skel's gonna whisper. So, who is this guy anyway?
He's a guy who was hired to kidnap me.
So it's not your brother.
No. But he knows where he is. I think he's already kidnapped him.
And Aizuesco, you want this man to be thrown off the tree because why?
He knows about the Onyx Star.
But shouldn't we take him alive then if we are trying to find it?
He is too smart to be cooperative.
What if we
Besides,
follow him?
he only knows where it was, not necessarily where it is.
So is he a bad man?
He wants to take Visha, so I will let you make your judgment.
That won't happen.
I think he wants to lock me in a box.
Moreover,
Fit in a box.
Well, my little watch would. And I don't think I can exist without it.
moreover, if he does not take her here, he will just ambush us later.
So he is a bounty hunter.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that role, yes.
I do not take much joy in wanting to execute this plan on him, but it feels necessary, especially considering he is one of many.
But if their ship is anchored via... Firefly, correct me if I'm wrong. I think you said their ship was pulled up like the Outrider, right? Like they're docked
Yes.
via of the pulley system.
Yes, correct. Good memory.
Why don't we just cut the ropes?
Is that-
Interesting alternative.
I'm not with you guys, actually. I realized, right? You guys went off on your own.
No, I think Aizuesco
No.
said you. Yeah,
yeah.
you
Yeah.
said you were gonna.
We all. Oh,
Yeah,
we all
I
got.
said-
Yeah, I
I
off
said
on
was
it.
gonna fill us
I
in,
said I'm
yeah.
sharing this plan with everybody. I just didn't
Yep.
want to recap Aizuesco recapping y'all what the plan
Yeah.
was.
If we cut the ropes, wouldn't that? Well.
Ideally, we would cut the rope with them on the ship,
Ideally,
but that
yes.
could be construed as violence.
What if we weren't caught?
I could go cut him.
I could strike them.
It's just lightning.
It is natural.
Not so much if they're.
And she looks up, and I'm gonna ask Frank what the sky looks like right now, because lightning striking. I mean, we are in space where the water is the trees, but unless I can mimic some sort of living storm with a vendetta, if it ain't cloudy.
Yes. Let's check. What is the weather like? I have a table for this, actually, somewhere.
We have a weather table.
There is a weather table. Oh, is it not on the GM sheet? That is really unfortunate. Oh, wait, here we go. Okay. Yeah, okay. Oh, this is good. This is good. This is very, very good. Aizuesco,
Mm-hmm.
You recognize the signs. A enormous thunderstorm is rolling in from the west, coming towards you all. And you hear the distant sound of thunder. This high up, you're basically in the clouds. So it could be bad. You're actually kind of curious what happens up here during thunderstorms.
And also, I'm sorry. Did you say we climbed 2 miles
I
to
did.
get up?
I did say that.
I just wanted to make sure, because that is a ridiculous amount of climbing.
It is. That's why I had you guys roll so many times.
I got a good nap in that you guys took some time.
Yeah, that was hours.
Okay. So, all right then, Frank. That being considered, Aizuesco basically goes along the lines of new plan, storm idea first. She will willingly get shot to blame things on this guy as a backup plan.
Okay.
But and then she basically kind of says what you have already said, which she doesn't know how this could shake out with us being in the clouds, so it may be a thing where y'all want to take cover. And I think since they've already, this is actually a little bit more advantageous because now Visha doesn't have to try and convince this guy to stay, because he was already talking about wanting to leave.
Yeah,
so
I
she really
assume
just
you
has
all
to
are-
stall him a little.
I'm guessing you all are within viewing distance of the ship, but you can see they're getting ready to go. Like, they're preparing the ship to get lowered. You see the deckhands are getting everything ready. And you can see a few different people talking with who are probably, as close to a harbor master as something like this place could have, considering how unprofessional they are. But yeah, you can tell they're about ready to go.
Visha, you would really only have to keep them here until the storm arrives.
Okay, I can go talk to him again.
Up to you, whatever your comfort level is.
I don't have to shoot you anymore. Is that correct?
That is only potentially accurate.
Okay. I don't want to shoot you, Aizuesco. I want to make that clear.
Noted.
So, Visha, what are you doing, friend?
What if I just go onto the ship? I have an escape plan, so.
Okay. Actually, I think this one. So you walk up the gangplank to the ship.
Yeah, she would do it. Wait. What if I change my mind?
You see a few people look, and you hear one shout, "Captain!" And you hear steps coming up from, you see, elevated platform where above it is the helm, and you see below the helm is kind of captain's quarters, and you see him come out, and you see him chewing on an apple and come out walking towards you. And he
Okay,
just
so
walks to you and looks at you.
I had a thought. Do you have my brother with you? Because
course
if you
not.
have, if you had proof that you had him, I might be a little more inclined to go with you.
He reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a notebook. You see him start flipping through. And then he reads, Dearest Mother, we set out for our journey today and I'm nervous. You would think after going on my own pilgrimage I'd be ready to go back into the vast sea, but there's a part of me that fears it. Atlas is brave and daring, someone I trust with my whole being, but I worry his ambitions will take us to places even he can't handle. As he continues reading, this becomes more and more familiar as you remember it's the letter that you wrote to your mother when you set out on your voyage with him.
Why do you have that?
His copy. And he closes the notebook and puts it back in his pocket. Or copied from his copy.
Can I ask you a very genuine question and you be nice about it?
He just looks at you expectantly.
Where did you find him?
Make a, probably, you could do tides. Let's see, does grace apply here? I would allow you grace here and sway. I would even allow tend.
I prefer 10. Okay.
So you can do grace and tend.
I have a 3, a 4, a 5.
He looks at you, and it's the first time that anything even remotely coming close to empathy goes on his face for a moment, and says, Do you remember when you died?
Vaguely.
He sighs. Well, that's where we found him. Trav fished him out of the drown.
Him or something attached to him?
Ah, yes. His object and his body, too. Long rotted. Probably thrown off of his ship.
Yeah.
Him and the crew.
What was the item? Was it a compass? He carried a compass around, or I could even see it being maybe his journal, or...
And she starts musing about what it could have been.
I don't rightly know, actually.
Really?
The Admiral wasn't so forthcoming with that information. He gave me what I needed to find you, but he keeps things pretty close to the chest.
Wait. Who's the Admiral?
Trav.
I've never heard of that person.
Admiral Trav.
Oh. Oh, that's the guy you're working for.
He nods.
Oh. Do you like him?
No.
Oh. Does he often collect, dead people?
He smiles.
'Cause what would you even do with a bunch of dead people?
What indeed, Miss Visha? What indeed?
Because it's really odd when you think about it. I mean, me and my brother are pretty great, but we're no better than anyone else. So why would you even do that? It's just kind of strange.
Humility is unbecoming of you.
Maybe he wants me to work for him.
Do you know how many statues there are of you two?
She does not. She's not seen enough of the world yet.
There's quite a few.
Oh. Well, I wasn't aware. When we were out, we were just kind of doing our thing.
Do you know the Sunscrapers named a place of the island after you?
I actually do know that now from the one that I'm traveling with now. The one who inherited our ship.
As I said, humility is unbecoming of you.
And she would keep an eye on the sky.
Storm getting closer. Ticking
Okay.
another tick on the clock.
Okay. Just gotta distract this man long enough.
Right. All right. I might take back my comments from earlier.
About the dumb or the ugly?
Maybe both.
So you coming or what?
But I wasn't done talking. You think I'm just gonna get on some man's ship without getting to know him? What's stopping me from doing that with any other bounty hunter that wants to take me in? Maybe I'm just making sure that you're the one that I should pick.
That's not quite how this area of business works, but if you like to try to have a word with a mindless automaton, you can be my guest.
She quirks her head.
A mindless... Like, what?
Never mind.
Oh, is that the other one?
I'm very keen to collect on your head, and he wants you alive, so I can't kill you, but...
Wonderful. Well, as I was saying, so...
You have until my crew has prepared us to leave before you either get off my ship or you're coming with me, whether you like it or not. You're very charming, Miss Visha, but patience is running thin.
All right, well, let's talk about something more interesting then. So, tell me about yourself. How did you die? Have you been alive very long? In your second life, I mean?
Roll.
Roll.
Stay! Stay, please! Don't leave yet! I need the storm to roll in!
Oh, that was almost a 6.
Oh, no.
Double threes?
Double fail with a twist. He looks around. Aizuesco.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared.
There's no stealth roll in this game, but please tell me what you think qualifies your stealth.
I think maybe I could see Vault being it. I know it's like normally like it's like the dodging, landing safely kind
Yeah.
of
Outwit
quick
fits
moving.
most, but you have no points in that, so I will take Vault as if you were. I know
I
you
could also
said
see
specifically you were
Flourish.
getting a vantage point, so
I
that
could
is
see
fine.
Flourish too, because moving with poise, flow, and balance.
Yeah, I'll say either of those fit. I would give you a better outcome on Outwit, but I will take either of
Yeah.
those for, and definitely
Love
Grace
to be able
fits
to.
for sure.
Yeah, I would love to say I could take out Wit, but she's kind of thinking above her station already, so
Mm-hmm.
I want to burn 5 and a 4.
And let me ask, where are Vesh and Skel while this conversation is happening? Are they still outside the ship watching by, or have they moved somewhere else?
we would. I mean, I think Skel would be like if Visha's talking to him, like, is Visha on the ship or is she like? I'm gonna call it the shore, but it's like
I
the
think
equivalent.
she's on the gangplank, yeah?
Yes, I am.
Then I think Skel would be on the tree, like just like watching, like
Okay. Yeah,
back, but he's not close. He's not hovering.
yeah. No, I get you. Just, this is relevant. Vesh, what about Vesh? Where would Vesh be while this is happening?
Similarly, somewhere that is as close as can be without being, conspicuously close to the ship, just in case something goes down.
Okay.
So around the corner, if I hear a commotion, I'm 30 seconds away running.
Okay. So he looks past you. He looks like he's making it obvious too, like trying to demonstrate that he's looking. And he says, You're short 2 friends, Miss Visha. Tell me, were you gifted with the ability to go through floors, or is this about to hurt? And he grabs you. Music change necessary.
I'm scared.
Grabs you, and he pulls you through the floor of the ship, like pulls you backwards onto the ship and pulls you through the floor into the hold. And it's so weird. He like forces you to go incorporeal with him and just throws you like a rag doll across, and you realize you were in the middle of like a dining room with a few people sitting around drinking and talking, and all of a sudden you were there being thrown. You go flying into like a barrel of something.
Oh my god.
And he says, I don't know where Aizuesco is, but I'm not going to give you any more time for an ambush, so you can float through the floor and get out of this yourself, Miss Visha, or you can come with me now. Boys, we're getting out of here right now. And you hear people start stomping on the deck above you. Aizuesco, from your vantage point, you see them starting to hurriedly get the ship ready to undock. It is still going to be a slow process as they have to be lowered 2 miles down. But your chance of getting them while they are here is closing rapidly. What would you like to do?
Because if they're getting lowered, it's still pretty bad. Whether they fall 2 miles or 1.5 miles is not really.
Oh, I am just saying.
No matter.
If you want to do
Something
something,
in terminal velocity, I think.
if you want to do something while they're in port, now is your time.
It's almost better because if they're
Okay.
not there, then she can't get in trouble because the violent situation happened on the tall shank.
Okay.
If they're off the tall shank,
What
she
happens
is
off the tall shank is between
Vesh
you and
and
the
Skel,
force.
you would see that all happen, and you would be like, she was there, and then he pulled her down, and they are no longer there.
in Aizuesco's mind. Does she see that happen, or does she just?
Oh yeah, you saw it
Okay.
from where you are, like
Okay.
above
Where's
them.
Vesh?
I think Vesh
Around
was,
the
like,
corner.
around the corner, peering.
You see Skel.
So-
Yeah.
As soon as I see Skel freaking out a bit, that's my cue. I'm more watching, like I have a better vision of Skel, so I'm like, oh shit, something's going down, and I
Something
start running.
happened.
Yeah.
He's looking around for Aizuesco. Where's Aizuesco? Is she like?
She is up in a higher branch somewhere.
Okay. Would you have told them where you're going? Okay. Captain. Nah.
Skel! He's running.
He took her.
Well, let's go get her then.
Is that violence?
That I would say so. I would definitely say so.
Witnesses.
I mean,
the crewmates that are on the pulley system.
Mm-hmm.
Are they tall shank workers or are they crew members from the ship?
They are tall shank workers.
They're tall shank workers.
Yes.
Okay. So I would call out to the workers, "You workers over there, violence has been committed against a member of our crew."
Violence? Where? And they start looking around.
Violence?
They literally like that. Where? Where's violence?
She was kidnapped. She's taken aboard their vessel.
They look and they're looking around. I don't see any violence.
She was taken against her will.
She is a ghost.
They look at each other and look at you, and one of the workers like, excuse me, ship, we're going to need to stop your undocking. No one listens at first.
Violence.
One of them's like, oh my. Well, we better go call the boys, huh? Yeah, better go call the boys. And you see one of them start running towards the trunk.
The pulleys are controlled by the dock workers,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So
they're
the
on
ship is
these
not
big
going
cranks.
anywhere.
The ship is not going anywhere right now.
Aizuesco up in her vantage point is like, there's like a wry little smile because this is better than her getting shot. By miles. He thought he was being so slick and it backfired on him so hard. And
All
she's just
according to
like,
plan.
she's like, cool, y'all are screwed and your ship's gonna get destroyed. This is great.
I see this as a total win.
And as it seems like they realize they've been had, the captain looks at you, Visha, and he's like, oh, well. I can't hold you here because, you know, ghosts. So do with that what you will. You can stay here or not, but it's been good talking to you, lass. And he floats back above the deck, and he says, boys, we're about to have company in a moment, so let's not wait around to find out what they do to rule breakers around here. And you see them begin. They start to come down the gangplank towards you, a few of them.
I am running towards the pulley system. I am going to prevent them.
You're going to try to
from-
get in between them from...
Yes. I'm going to
Okay.
stop them. That's what I do best. And I'm not a fighter.
You're just
But
going
I
to kind
can
of
just
puff
put
your
my
chest
big
out and
body-
be intimidating.
Look big. Be
Yeah.
big.
I am big. So
So-
I
You
just
are.
did.
I would say this
Like that.
brace and iron, I
Punched
think,
my desk.
applies here.
And you see
Okay.
Skel just looks at his shoulder and he goes, find her. And a little spider comes out of his shoulder down his arm and it just skitters across the gangplank onto the ship.
I
And
love
I'm
you,
gonna,
little
I'm gonna
spider.
use my swarm scout. A single spider you can send ahead as a scout, allowing you to see and hear at a distance.
Yeah.
And Visha, what happens to you? You see a few of the crewmates. They go over, and as the captain's like floating, like, Captain, do we grab her? They're like, do what you want. It won't matter anyway. And you see two of them walk towards you like they're about to put hands on you.
I would not do that.
I would like to go incorporeal with my last one. But I would like to float. Follow me for this. I want to follow Captain. And the object that he was using to pull my pocket watch.
You're going to try to slip it out. Do a little pickpocketing. Okay.
Yes, on my way out. Yes.
Okay.
I want to take
So, man, that's going to be. Do you have anything? Outwit, flourish.
Do you have a whisper?
Or do you have a good whisper to do this to? Grace definitely applies here, so you have an edge, but I don't know if you have a skill that's good for pickpocketing.
I don't think I have a skill unless I used a rattle is the closest I have.
No, I don't think rattle works.
But I
here.
do have silenced doubts, and here's how I'm seeing this.
Okay.
This man mentioned multiple times how humility does not look good on me. So I might as well prove him. These are the doubts. I'm silencing my own doubts. He's right. I am hot shit. I'm gonna take that shit from him.
Do you whisper it, say it, or shout it?
Do I have to say it before I use it?
So if you whisper it, you will have a small effect and get to keep it. If you say it, you will have a larger effect and get to keep it. If you shout it, it will have a scene-changing impact, but you will lose the whisper.
I'll shout it and lose the whisper.
Okay.
I want that item.
Okay.
It seems very important.
Okay. All of this will happen at once.
Oh
Vesh,
god, what a...
You puff out your chest as they're coming towards you. Do you say anything, or do you just, like, stand there?
I say, halt! I said, stop right there.
Criminal
Say-
scum.
The three guys look at each other like, look, man, we don't want to have to hurt you, but we will. And they hesitate for just a moment. Visha.
Yeah, they look up at me when they say that.
Yeah, you are very big. Visha, you shout silence doubts and hold up your hand, and coming through out of his coat pocket, you grab this device and it like gets sucked directly into your hand. And
That's
you
for
can
me.
remove that whisper.
Okay.
But I will tell you, this will have a fun little drawback that I will add.
I can't believe this has happened.
Mire. You are getting a new Mire.
Oh.
I'm typing it onto your sheet.
Oh no! Me watching to see when it appears.
Your overconfidence gives you a false sense of. Your arrogance gives you a false sense of confidence. There we go.
Okay.
I'll use that perhaps in the future.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, you're feeling pretty dang good about yourself. Vesh,
Oh, of course.
are you just holding your ground?
Oh yeah, I'm just going to stop them. If they try to get past me, maybe a little grappling, I'm holding them back.
Okay. One of them takes a swing at you. What do you do? This game has reactions. You're just gonna stand there and take it?
I will try and grab them.
Okay.
Because if they're coming at me, I'm gonna try and grab them.
Okay.
So
You can
we'll
do
see if I get
iron.
hit.
Iron and brace makes the most sense to me. If it makes sense to you.
It's the only thing I'm good at.
Ooh.
5 with a twist.
With a twist. You grab this guy's hand as it's coming at you, and he clips you on the shoulder. I need you to take 1 aspect damage, but as he does, you very smoothly take out a knife from his pocket and put it to his neck. And you have him in a very compromised position. And he kind
I would
of
turn
goes
around
limp.
if I were you.
And from behind
I'd say
you,
to the other person,
You see the others kind of put their hands up, and you hear from far behind you, you hear a lot of boots running on the branch. And you hear, "Oh my goodness, violence! My." And you see that same Ectus that you saw before come running over. "We cannot have violence on Cloud Island. This is horrible. Boys, what do we do with rule breakers around here?" And as you turn to see, you don't know how this is possible, but you turn and you look, and you see they have genuine automatic weapons holding. You see one of them holding some kind of electronic handheld device that's blinking. You aren't sure if it's a weapon or something else. And this Ectus is holding like some kind of a chain weapon that she's swinging around her head. Says, "Boys, you know what to do." And these pirates that are at the end kind of like recede off of the ship. And then she says, "Violence is not good." And she looks to Vesh and says, "Captain Vesh, are you being violent on our island?"
I am not. I am preventing them from committing violence. They're trying to leave and escape lawful judgment. I'm just stopping them, and I motion to the controls.
Make a Veils or Tides with Sway. Success.
Let's go.
And they kind of look to you, Skel. "Would you be willing to testify to the truth of this claim?"
What does testify?
"Were they being violent or not?"
Yes, kidnapping is violence.
"Kidnapping? My. We can't have that." And you see she grabs one of the parts of the pulleys and she signals to others to grab it, and they hit the release button on it. And the chains and the ropes that are keeping this ship in place just give, and the ship begins to go into free fall. Visha.
Can I float out?
Yes, the ship, this is so unnerving. The ship goes through you as you are incorporeal. As you stay in place and the ship falls and you feel it go through your entire body.
Bye.
And you see them drift to the ground. Very, very fall. I say ground, but to the thrash below. And it takes, I can't do this kind of physics in my head, but however long it would take a ship to drop 2 miles, it takes a while, but eventually you hear a very loud crash below. And you look and you see there is severe damage to the ship in the thrash below.
You shouldn't have fucked with us. I'll float
Goodness
back onto the
gracious, such violence and aggression. My. This is going to be so much trouble. We haven't had this much violence in some time. Will you all come with me? We need to record your statements for posterity.
Of course.
And testify that you were victims of violence and not the aggressors.
Whatever you need.
Wonderful. And she kind of somewhat forcefully like grabs your hand, Captain Vesh, like kind of telling you this is not an option, and drags you towards the trunk of the tall shank.
All right, I go with them.
It takes a few minutes to get there, but they go into a large building. It's kind of like a massive pavilion. And you see that there's lines of people with paperwork kind of shuffling after each other, waiting to see someone. and you see people in these huge and elaborate brown robes, and you see that they're in a line with pen and ink and a huge stamp, and you see them like stamping paperwork next in a row. It looks like about 6 of them. There's no equivalent of this that you've seen anywhere, but to all of you all, it reminds you of lines at the DMV.
Oh God.
This is horrible.
I fucking knew it. When you started talking about paperwork, I was like, this is gonna be some Beetlejuice. I drew number 6 and now we're now serving like
Yeah.
666 and I'm now
Yes.
serving 5 like ass shit.
Yes.
Oh, Aizuesco's so glad she's not here right now, but I feel very awkward just hanging in the trees being like, my plan worked way better than I thought it was going to.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
As she
You're like,
walks,
you got
yeah.
you got a little lightning bolt in between your fingers, and you're like, oh,
I didn't
Well,
need that.
I didn't need that.
Yeah.
Word.
Vesh, she drags you, says, Magistrate, I need you to record this man's statement. There's been violence. Violence? Yes, violence. Isn't that funny, Eli?
Right? Eli gets it.
Buddy boy. And basically, I'm not going to make you recite everything, but I'm assuming you tell the story about what happens with the little embellishment vest to make sure you guys.
I'm very animated. There's a lot of gestures, and I'm, just.
And you see him recording this
Acting
with
it
the
out.
pen. Yes, such violence. Yes, horrible violence. And he says, are you willing to swear upon your life and the future lives of your children that the statement is indeed true?
The lives of your children.
I said nothing untrue.
Wonderful. And he stamps the paper. Says, here's your copy. Yes, my copy. Wonderful. Now, it's been a very eventful day. Would you like to rest, or will you be leaving now?
We're going to rest.
Wonderful.
quite- And I think we might need to talk about how something like this could have happened on your tall shank.
Yes, horrible aggressors.
Yes. It's the delight with which the violence has gotten to you.
Yes.
Perfecto.
Perfect.
Eli lives
timing.
in this city, in this tall shank.
Yeah, right. Violence? No.
I can't.
Captain, you should negotiate the return of the Outrider for your troubles.
That's the idea, Skel, for sure.
Well,
You allowed such violence to happen
we
on your tall
allowed.
shank.
No, this is not our responsibility. The ones who plummeted down below, they're responsible.
Do you not organize safety and security here? You have guards, you have dock hands.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
But
surely you must
she's-
take some responsibility for the environment you've created.
But your friend is fine.
Physically, we don't even know yet.
But yes, perhaps I may see your point. And Vesh, could you roll again a persuasive roll, if you please?
Well, double fours.
Sorry, just looking at the. Okay, double fours.
I want to read a Wildsea with you.
Yeah, you can go ahead and open it, okay?
Yeah.
He actually likes reading the Wildsea book. It's kind of hilarious timing.
Well, there's lots of pages. Daddy, look. There's lots of pages.
Yes, I do see how we may bear some responsibility. How can we make it right to you?
Well, you could return to us the outrider that you took from us as
Return the
compensation for our
outrider?
troubles.
Daddy, can you find shark?
I'll look for the shark.
I'm
okay.
really.
No, we cannot give you the outrider. It was taken fair and square.
Yes!
Eli, no.
Don't do
Eli thinks we should get it back.
He does think we should get it back.
this.
Your associate seems to be quite distressed with what you've done here.
Yes, horrible violence. Yes, but still, the outrider is the property of the corsair who found it.
Horse.
And who is that corsair?
He goes into her pocket and is looking through some notes. Yes, let me see who was the one who brought it in. I believe it was Revere. Yes, Revere. It is his property until he decides otherwise. He found it fair and square.
Mm. It's interesting how you are okay with violence outside of the tall shank. That it's fine to commit violence, but you don't want it here.
We must keep the tall shank safe. If it's elsewhere.
And yet you have not.
Daddy,
Yes, we have
a shark.
not.
Daddy, would you find a shark, please?
Yes, Daddy is looking for the shark.
Wow.
If you are able to have,
I wanna
let
see
me talk to him. You rest, and if there can be proper compensation arranged, then perhaps we can negotiate a trade for your trouble
I wanna
on the
sit-
island.
Daddy, I want to sit on your lap. Look for it. Look for it,
Is that amenable?
Daddy.
Yes, I'd be happy to talk more about this. We'll figure something out.
Then you rest, and I'll come find you shortly.
And where could we find Revere?
Oh, here or there. I'll fetch him for you if you like.
Yeah.
All right. And he'll take leave of these strange people.
And essentially, what you learn
Find the
is
shark,
that this
Daddy,
place
find the
is kind of allows
shark,
people to
please.
live wherever
Find
they
the
want. There's a
shark.
lot of
Find the
open
shark.
buildings, and no one really seems to stop you at all. I hear someone who just rated us, but I can't see it. Oh,
Another world
It's
tabletop.
Mandy and
tabletop.
Aaron.
Thank you, friends.
Mm,
Now is the time the DM is distracted. Yes, please take advantage of my distractions. Hello, everyone. Welcome, Raiders.
Welcome.
So you realize that people just kind of live wherever here. It's a little bit peculiar, actually.
I guess finders keepers rules applies to housing too.
Aizuesco, would you eventually meet up with your friends? Or are you still kind of skulking
think-
around?
I think the first thing that she would do is see if she can see where the outrider is from her vantage point.
Oh, easily. Yeah.
Okay,
No,
cool.
no one's guarding
then-
it or anything either. It's just kind of sitting there. Now, there's obviously people around because it's a busy harbor. I say that though, and the storm has basically arrived. You start to feel the first few
Yes.
drops of rain, and the thunder is becoming more frequent.
Yeah, she's not moving. Because now her plan is to use the the cover of the storm to try and free the outrider.
Theft.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay.
Theft is okay, as you learn, as has been reinforced to you many, many times.
Because I think what she is doing, or is attempting to do, is she's trying to study what everyone else does, because they live here. Storms have come through, so they must have some sort of protocol. She's trying to learn what their pattern is.
Yes.
To react based off of that.
So what you see is people begin essentially like fastening things down. The ships get brought onto the tall shank proper, like onto the actual branches and not off the side of them. They begin like strapping them down and tying them off, and then starting to put like tarps over them, essentially trying to not have too much damage. And then people begin filing inside these wooden buildings. And again, there isn't any glass or anything on the windows in these places. And you see like a lot of like fabric curtains and things being drawn. And largely it seems people are just beginning to shelter in place.
Okay. And she's going to come down a little bit, but not, she's still trying to keep her sense of stealth going.
And yeah, the way is clear for you for the most part. If you would like to be devious. For the rest of you, Siona returns with a familiar face to you, Captain Vesh. This is the person that knocked you out in the Outrider previously. And he gives a nice little wave. Hello, crew. Yes, this is Revere, the proper owner of the... And she, like, looks at a note. Workhorse? Yep, that's the one, the workhorse. Yes. I have negotiated that if you are to have a modest trade with Revere, he will let bygones be bygones and allow you to requisition his vehicle.
What constitutes as a modest trade?
Do you have some food, maybe, or an interesting piece of salvage from the old world? Maybe a week's worth of meals might cover it.
A claw.
We do, Captain, yes.
I don't want to give up food. We have a lot of mouths to feed.
What about if we pointed them to the corpse of the mantis? We know where it is, at the bottom of the long shank, tall shank.
Well, we do have that claw, and we can point them in a direction.
But we have the claw, we don't have the corpse.
We can guide them there.
I will leave it up to you.
Would you be willing to trade this for information and help acquiring a manta? What is it called again? A manta?
Mantid Drake.
Drake.
A manta drake corpse?
Inspiration for Momobee.
Thanks.
We could guide you there.
Yeah, that's a pretty good trade. A good trade indeed. Well, I will leave this to you. Many more reforms to begin making to stop this horrible violence. I apologize on behalf of Cloud Island.
Yes. We are not a violent people either. So we appreciate what you've built here.
Stop by any time. You're welcome to stay as long as you like. Just obey the rules.
All right.
And she puts on like a coat and a hood and heads out into the storm. Like, well, after the storm clears, we can head on down together.
We forgot about Lao.
Well, Lao and Needle are
They are at the bottom of the tall shank. They are moored. We climbed.
well.
Visha moved
Perhaps-
the ship.
Well, I don't mind climbing down. I'm a pretty good climber.
It is 2 miles.
That's a long way down. That said, if we're going to go down with Revere, the Outrider can hold 3 people max. So 3 of us can go down in the pulley system, including Revere.
And you see the door opens and you see a very wet young blood come in. Oh, I was looking for you guys everywhere.
Young blood, yes.
So, did we get the ship back?
We are in the process of sorting that out right now.
He looks to this strange ardent. Right, right.
Right. Yeah.
Well, perhaps the 3 of us, he gestures to Visha and Youngblood, can climb down. Or
Oh,
maybe
I'm-
there's...
No, I'm horrible at climbing.
Well, can't you float?
I don't know if I can do it again right now.
All right. Maybe they have an elevator system, some way of going down without needing...
Yeah, we do.
A
We
full-
got an elevator.
All right. Fantastic. That's so great.
We have an elevator, so you know.
That's
You never ask, you know?
You never
Thanks
asked. I've
for-
just been sitting here.
It's
Wait.
it's pulled by beasts of burden, but we can't use it while the storm is out.
Can we get a message to the bottom of the tall shank to our crew?
No. Again, when the storm's over, yeah, we'll just fly a messenger down.
I hope they'll be okay.
Oh, I
I'm
mean,
sure they will.
they certainly got a lot of cover.
That is true.
And on that note, Aizuesco, you hanging out in the storm. The lightning begins striking. The wind starts going through the branches around you. It kind of feels like home for a moment. Like you actually feel comfortable here. And then you hear a whisper creeping its way into your ear. Aizuesco, my child.
You call upon me,
Child.
not the other way around.
Child of the storm. I'm watching you. I see your power. I look forward to meeting you on your journey.
She is shaken by this. That is not what she expected. She expected a storm to be sure, but it seems almost serendipitous. So it throws her because she expected it to be her chasing it, not the other way around.
And sensing your trepidation, voice says, "Oh, don't be silly, my child. This is not my form. I do hope you'll seek me out, though. We have much to discuss in person. Follow my storms, and you will find me."
I will.
And you can add a whisper to your inventory. Foreboding thunder. And it is gone. You all
Several
wait.
steps forward today.
Mm-hmm. You all wait out the storm. You can kind of accelerate through. You take the elevator. You see it's pulled by these enormous beasts. They most closely resemble oxen, but they have about 8 legs instead of 4. And a few extra eyes as well. Pretty gnarly looking. But you can see they like go around in circles and they like rehook on like rope and chain to them as they're like using this to lower this elevator down. And it takes a very, very long time. But as you near the bottom, you don't really know what you were expecting. But you probably were not expecting this. As you see the spirit root, having weathered the storm, the claw no longer jutting out of the side of the ship, but it looks like it's been sliced up into pieces and is like been essentially put together onto a pallet on the dock. But what you see next is even more surprising and maybe a bit jarring, as you see the enormous corpse of a mantid drake attached via enormous chains pulling on the back of your ship, as it looks like they have already done the work of recovering the corpse of this beast and have been pulling it behind the ship.
Hell yeah, Lau and friends.
And I believe that is a good place to stop today's session, as it looks like you have escaped this very weird, strange, awful, utopian cult, and maybe back on your way with some new information, potential new enemies if they're alive, and perhaps a new bit of false confidence. We'll find out if any of that is true or not. Thank you all for being here. We will see you back next Tuesday. We also have Heirs of Honor Thursday and Spirit of the Pack on Friday. Thank you all for watching. I hope you've had a wonderful evening, and we will see you again soon.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
To violence.
Violence. Violence.
꿀먹